Homer is literally an alcoholic dad that physically abuses his own son. And it's hilarious.
Nobody was offended by that. They're keeping that in. We're back.
The world hasn't ended after Brexit. Theresa May's still in a job.
Brexit ain't happened, bro.
No, but last week it was all Theresa May's going to go, vote of no confidence. They can't even get, like, she's walking wounded, like, literally. Do you only see dogs at the side of the road? And they're
I
like,
feel sorry for her.
why do you feel sorry for her? No.
She didn't want this job. And she's literally, there's
she doesn't want a job.
No, she didn't want that job.
Woe to fucking Theresa May.
Poor woman.
Poor woman.
Leave her alone, man.
Fuck that.
She's like, there's literally nothing good that she can do.
Fuck off. Yeah, that's something good she can do. Go away and bathe in her husband's, in her millions
Name
that generated. I cannot drink that.
Teresa. Eh? I know.
So, what we're going to discuss, where should we start this evening?
You wanted to start with the whole
Big topics. Racial stereotypes. Where do we start with those?
Let's start with the Simpsons thing, get that out of the way.
What, how they've got rid of... They're writing out Apu, aren't they, because it's offensive.
Yeah.
And I suppose
after what, 30 years or some shit like that?
Oh, we're going to stop this.
Oh.
We're going to stop it now. It's offensive. Please come again. But the thing is, it's sort of offensive. What is offence? Because offence is subjective, isn't it? It's subjective. Yeah. It's subjective. So someone could go, I'm offended. Okay, that's fine. You have a right to be offended. Do I care? No.
So I think it's gone crazy. The whole PC, I'm offended by the... If you're offended, don't watch it.
Yeah, turn it off.
It's quite simple.
Turn it off.
Like, I heard back in the day, Roy Chubby Brown, he used to do racist jokes. So I'd never go and see him.
Yeah.
Didn't mean he couldn't be a comedian.
Yeah.
It's just somebody I wasn't going to...
It's like someone sitting eating their dinner, isn't it? They're eating their dinner. Dinner's disgusting. Stop eating it then.
I want you to change everybody's dinner because I don't like this one.
Yeah, stop eating that dinner. Why? Because I don't like my dinner. Good for, okay, but I like this dinner. This dinner's all right. And I just think since the PC brigade has sort of taken over, there's more inequality everywhere else, and everything else seems to be getting worse. But don't worry. There isn't someone doing a stupid accent on TV, and everything's fine.
They don't realise that it's causing a lot of animosity. The right side of things.
Far right, going, free speech!
They literally believe it's people like me and you sitting down going, I don't want that in that show, and telling them to do it, and they go, yeah, okay, that's... It's not. It's some liberals who think that they know what's offensive to people, literally saying, right, you can't have this.
Who is it saving? It's not saving anyone.
No, but they don't care.
It's
you think Indian people actually care about Apu in The Simpsons? You think they've got time for that? They've got lives to live. They've got shit to do.
Cartoons are inherently stereotypical anyway, aren't they? Because they're cartoons, for fuck's sake.
It's not even real.
It's a cartoon.
It's not even real.
Homer is literally an alcoholic dad that physically abuses his own son. And it's hilarious.
Nobody was offended by that. They're keeping that in. Stewie's a homicidal baby.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about.
Some of the stuff in Family Guy is really close to the bone.
The amount of women that have had sex with Brian and he's a dog.
Bestiality. But then I think the thing is as well, it's sort of, if it makes you laugh and it's funny, whose expense is it at? Because I don't think the Apu stereotype on The Simpsons is at anyone's expense.
No.
You're not laughing at Indian people. It's a stereotypical character. So in a cartoon, it's going to have to be a stereotype so you know what it's representing. It's not saying that everyone that's Indian's like that, but the character in the show is like that.
Liberals
but
are ruining the world for everybody.
But I just think sometimes it's just frenzies are whipped up on social media and it doesn't even have to be that many people that they deem, we need to stop this now.
No, because what it is people... These liberals that I'm telling you about, we're in a state of the world now where everybody's getting offended for other people.
Yeah.
Not for stuff that offends them. They're getting offended. So somebody will come to me, oh, Steph won't like that, so let's not do that. I haven't said shit.
Yeah.
But they're assuming that it's going to offend me, so let's stop that. That's what's happening. I don't know anybody who gets outraged at anything.
It's not tackling the systems of oppression and holding people down, is it? It's not stopping it.
It has nothing to do with anything.
Third world. Hunger in the third world in India is now solved. Why is it solved? Because Apu's no longer in the Simpsons selling slush puppies.
Changing the name of celebrations because they were eradicating.
Hey, what?
You know, like happy holidays instead of saying
fucking hell. But
whatever
then,
religious
I suppose
celebration
it's sort of, there's it's ridiculous that you're changing that, but then on the other hand, you've got the people going, it's absolute outrage! Sort of like, hang on a minute.
You know nobody doing that.
But then I suppose it links in with social media in this age, or as I like to call it, an echo chamber for dickheads. Because people say, that person agrees with me. That person probably isn't even a person. It's probably some Russian hacker sat I don't know, it doesn't even exist. And it just sort of whips up a frenzy out of nowhere. When you look at comedians like Frankie Boyle and stuff, when he does his jokes about the royal family or other things, you have people getting offended. And I think he said, I'm having people coming at me offended about my jokes. They haven't even seen the joke. They've not even seen it. They've just seen the outrage. They don't even know what the joke is. What are you offended about? Well, I read it in the Sun. What is it? Well, I don't know, but it's absolutely ridiculous. There needs to be more diversity in film, TV and stuff like that. I can't remember seeing it. You've probably not watched it, and I haven't really watched it, but Grey's Anatomy, do you know the main woman in Grey's Anatomy or something?
No, because
she was on a thing.
I'm a man.
I haven't watched it, but I saw something on Twitter the other day, and it was women sat there, and she was like, "Oh, it's great that we've seen so many women here, like working in the crew and stuff like that." And someone said something about colour. I think one of them, or someone said, "Well, I don't see colour when I'm at work." And white woman goes, "Well, no, I don't see enough colour." No, I'm like, she's like, I don't see enough of a representation of our country in film and TV, in the crew, in the cast and stuff like that. We don't see enough of it. Great. It's not more diverse. But then you think now all Hollywood's full of, and we've spoken about it before, is just remakes of old stuff. They're just remaking it because there's just no new stories. That's because you've got the same fucking idiots telling those stories now. But you're seeing different and more diverse stories coming through once they've made it more diverse, people making them, not old white men.
All they have to do is get out of people's way and let them make the films they want to. That's all. Don't help. Don't need your opinion. Just get out of the way and let somebody do stuff and let them get on with it. That's all I see.
But then you have to look, one of the most popular cartoons of probably the past 20 years, South Park. That's ridiculously offensive.
To everybody. Remember the movie?
But it's funny.
Operation Human Shield. But was I offended or did I laugh at that? That was hilarious.
Especially more the current stuff. It's so like on point about everything. Nails everything. And it's so ridiculously offensive. And you watch some of it and I laugh at some of it and some of it I'm like, oh, wow, holy
Comedy
shit.
isn't supposed to be censored.
No, it's not.
You're supposed to go, ooh, but it is quite funny.
Yeah. But what he's saying is
That's
true.
the most hilarious comedians do that. They push the boundaries of what's funny. You either laugh or you don't. If you don't laugh, they ain't famous. It's quite simple. You don't know who they are.
If you're offended and you don't like it, don't go and watch it.
Yeah,
Get
absolutely.
up and walk out.
Absolutely.
Leave. What are you still doing here? I'm just going to put myself through this. Just keep going to the end and write a letter about it. Good for you,
It's
mate.
those people that write into the BBC as well.
Points of view on Sunday.
It's just old bored people. Like one guy, he was trying to watch his tennis, but there was like some natural disaster and the news overran and he wrote in to complain that his show didn't come on in time. And I was like, my gosh, like what is going on in your life?
Like there's people dying and you can't watch the tennis.
He was quite disappointed that it overran.
Probably
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
It went Doris.
Doris she hasn't got a TV. I think Doris is gone now. I think Doris is dead. It's just coming, yeah.
No
one's helped her. Because Pricey's sorted something out.
She'll be right.
She'll be alright.
Right.
So, what are you going to do? I suppose other stuff. It's not in the news, because every time I say what's been in the news, it goes, Has it been in the news? Has it been in the news? Has it been in the news?
Or did he just read it on Twitter? Your news feed?
On Instagram, I think it was posted literally an hour ago, Patrice Evra. He usually posts his Happy Monday. Hey guys, Happy Monday, I love this game. That kind of thing, doesn't he? Yeah. Don't know what accent that was, but moving swiftly on. He's posted a video, I don't know how to...
He's raping the chicken cut.
He slaps it a bit, he licks it.
He's not raping that thing.
But no,
that
it's not.
Chicken did not give consent.
Chicken's dead, mate.
That's weird.
It's a whole of it.
What's that?
Necrophilia.
Necrophilia.
How the bloody hell have we got onto this? No, he's licking raw chicken, isn't he, and slapping it about.
Yeah.
Like
it's...
Whoa.
a woman.
Slapping it. And,
Yeah.
No, you're assuming that. Isn't it? Oh, because there's a song playing in the background. There's a hip hop song.
Have you seen it?
What's wrong with
What's wrong with raping a dead chicken?
Oh, I think he's asking
Did you
what's
just
wrong
ask
with...
me that now?
No, that was either asked what's wrong with raping a dead chicken or what's wrong with licking raw chicken.
Okay.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with licking raw chicken? What's wrong with licking raw chicken and filming it? What's right with
Never
it?
come here for Sunday dinner.
Jack will do the barbecue. You're good.
I'm good, buddy.
Is that chicken season? Oh yeah.
I'm good, buddy.
I think, but looking at it, I think he was taking the piss out of that
Of
Salt
course
Bay
he's
guy,
taking
wasn't
the
he?
piss, but
That
there's
sort of
levels.
The salt, wasn't he, doing the salt? Because that
If
Salt Bay...
he had mined the stuff, give it a little slap, that's cool. But he actually bit into that thing and...
But there's that Salt Bay, have you seen him, that Salt Bay chef guy, the one that wears the sunglasses and does all the weird stuff with the meat and slaps it about? Did you see the one, he did one where...
He got famous for that.
He was on the 3rd story of a building and then they had the food on the bottom floor and he like stood over the edge and was squirting the sauce over the side onto the plate. I'm like, give me my fucking steak. Is that going to taste better because it's come from 3 stories down, or do you just look like a prick?
I don't know.
People have got too much money and too much time these days.
But he's famous from that.
Can you imagine, where's my dinner? Oh, he's just throwing it outside for a bit, slapping it around with a hockey stick before he gets it carted on the back of a goat from Peru. No, just cook my steak, medium rare, and I want it with good garnish.
He's
Some
world
paprika
famous.
sauce.
Are you hearing what I'm saying? He's famous.
Stop making stupid people famous. Stop making irrelevant people famous. I don't think Patrice Evra's doing stuff like that just to get attention, because he just seems like he's a bit of a nuts guy, because there's other stories from Man United where they do the dares and stuff.
He's a bit...
And someone did something and he's shitting another player's pair of football boots, didn't he?
But when people post this stuff, it is an attention thing. It's kind of a sickness.
But how long do you think it's going to take until we start doing that? Pulling them
We?
moves.
I'll ride your coattails. You
you'll
see
be
that shit Jack did last week?
You'll
Crazy.
You'll be licking raw chicken in 2 weeks. You'll be licking raw chicken in 2 weeks. So, there was a story, wasn't there, in America. It was always in America, isn't it? It's always in America. There was a manager at Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Oh my God, I love Chipotle. I always have Chipotle.
Subway, innit, basically.
I always have, no, they do like, isn't it Mexican? Chipotle is like a Mexican like fast food restaurant in America.
I thought it was sandwiches.
But Chipotle, they do the sauce, don't they, at Subway?
Oh,
so
right.
spicy, yeah. I always get Chipotle on my thingy and jalapenos.
I used to go to Chipotle. Didn't have a clue.
Chipotle! Yes, you like Chipotle,
Chipotle
mate.
sauce.
Chipotle, I like wine. Pinot Grigio. Sauvignon Blanc. Bit of wine. Middle Englander. They're getting rid of fucking a poo out of the Simpsons, aren't they? The fucking mags.
I really don't speak like that,
Yeah,
Jack.
I know that's like that. Yeah. So the manager there refused some gentlemen. No, she wanted them to pay for their bill before their food came, because she accused them that they were going to run away and not pay for their bill.
And their argument was...
And their argument was, you're only saying that,
racist.
you're only saying that because we're black. That's the only reason you're doing it.
Hold on, so what we gotta do? What we gotta do?
Hey, because you never have money when you come in
We
here, bro.
never have money. Apparently, we ain't got no money. We ain't got no money.
She's the one that's making crazy accusations.
Bro, what is this?
She's the one that's making accusations. We're talking
Can
about.
I say something?
Yeah.
Y'all basically stereotyping us. Yeah.
So as a result of that, the clip went viral, didn't it? Everyone's going, "Oh my God, she's so racist. That's
We should
ridiculous.
boycott."
It's disgusting. Let's boycott Chipotle." And some people are like, no, hold on a minute.
They didn't do it to me.
Yeah, she can lose her job, but I'm going back to the restaurant. But then it turns out, well, they fired her, didn't they? They sacked her because of the social media firestorm from it. Then it turns out that the same group of lads had been in there numerous times, ordered their food, eaten their food, and ran off.
She was absolutely right.
So she was literally doing her job.
Yeah, she knew who they were.
Doing her job. But then they've rehired her. I'm like, fuck you. I'm
Have they
taking-
rehired her? I thought she was suing.
I think they said that they rehired her, and then she was like this.
Yeah,
Bitch.
she
See
needs
that-
to sue.
See you in court.
Yeah, get
And
paid.
she did a swagger walk away. It's just a standard, like, Twitter sees something and you're not getting the whole story anymore. You're not getting it in context, but all you see is you're like, that's horrific, that's horrible. They're definitely being racist. And then there's actually context behind it. It's nothing to do with race. It's to do with they were actually stealing repeatedly from this restaurant. So she was like, I ain't giving you shit until you pay. And they're like,
They
no,
were feeding the stereotype.
playing the race card.
Yeah, they're playing the race card, but they're more importantly, they're feeding the stereotype. So now when black people go there, they're again suspicious, regardless of whether they've done anything. So they're feeding into that stereotype, which is a big problem.
Yeah.
It's a massive problem, and I hate people that do that stuff.
People are just idiots.
Hate. Like, what white people don't get, I'm telling you, this low down. The same black people they hate, black people hate too. Same people that you don't like, and you look at and go, oh yeah, I love black people.
I look after my kids. You're supposed to, motherfucker.
No, but it's the same people we hate. They don't get that. They think that we literally think all black people are great and they've never done anything wrong and the world should be just the way. No, some are dickheads.
Yeah, but then I suppose if it was a level playing field, you just treat everyone the same. But then, of course, from there you're going to treat dickheads differently to people that aren't dickheads.
Absolutely.
But soon, I reckon in 20 years we'll have people that are dickheadist. You can't say that because he's a dickhead. What? You can't just say that because he's a dickhead.
Yeah. He has every right to be a dickhead. He was
right
born that way.
He has every right to be a dickhead, and I have every right to call him out on him being a dickhead.
No, it does. And so it just sets us back. Every time something like that, it sets us back.
But the only people it doesn't happen to, everyone's tied with the same brush when there's a big event and someone does something wrong. Their race is called into question and it's front and centre. Mm-hmm. It never happens with white people, ever.
No, because they control the narrative.
Yeah. But you have to see what every not school shooting, but the majority of major school shootings in the US. It's white person.
No, pretty much every school shooting. I don't think there's ever been a case where black kids shot at school.
It's white people all the time. But he had issues.
Didn't they have one again the other week? Another shooting there.
It's awful. They probably did, yeah.
Where was that one?
But the guy had issues, didn't he? He had problems. He got dumped.
I haven't heard nothing. I just heard they were shooting, and then it was like.
He had issues. He was a lone gunman.
No, at first.
Brown man, holy shit. Gangland violence.
At first, they were saying he was a Muslim. Yeah. And then they turned around and like,
actually, he's a white guy who had mental health issues. Anyway, it's a white guy with mental health issues. He had issues. And then the mum and dad are like, oh, you know, we really didn't have any idea. Yeah. You raised a bad man. Own that. Did you see our favourite person? Not Donald Trump. Our favourite person, probably who wants to be the UK Donald Trump.
Nigel.
No, not Nigel. Not that Nigel.
Who?
The old Piers Morgan.
Oh no.
Brown-nosed Morgan.
What's he doing?
He's been calling out Little Mix on Twitter. What? He's trying to start some.
How did you feel about that? Because I know you're a fan.
I'm fucking ready to go to war. Ready to go to war with old Piers. Can't be calling up my Little Mix. Leave it out. Saying about how, what is it? They're using sex and nudity to sell singles and stuff.
No shit.
Come
Come on.
It's what music's been doing since the beginning of time, Piers Morgan. You fucking idiot.
Have you heard of Madonna?
It's disgusting. Shut up. The campaign that he's been talking about, where I think the video is them, I think they're about half naked and stuff, but then there's lots of other women in it, of various shapes and sizes and colours, all doing the same thing. So it's
a campaign.
So it's celebrating sort of body image and stuff like that, and everyone's different. And Piers Morgan's
I think Piers should
doing
mind his own business.
Piers Morgan's doing his keyboard warrior thing, trying to get other people on Good Morning Britain.
I think he should mind his own business. Bottom line, if it's inappropriate, it's down to parents. You can't go, you can't celebrate these people. It's got nothing to do with Piers Morgan. This is another person that is offended for other people.
But then it's on that like, sort of parenting. I remember sort of Grand Theft Auto and stuff, when everyone knew one of those games comes out, everyone's like, it's disgusting. Children playing these games, they shouldn't play these games. It's disgusting. You're like this. Yeah, no, you're making a really good point. Well, who's let them play the games? You're telling me 13-year-old kids walking into game buying an 18 game?
It's down to the parents.
Who's buying them that game?
We're going to a little rant. People need to mind their own business.
Piers Morgan,
this is where we're at. People just need to just mind their own business. It has nothing to do with
melted candle head out of just. But the thing is, that's all he does. He whips up.
Have an opinion, and then just keep it to yourself, or share it with close friends. The world don't need to know your opinion.
But then it's his whole shtick, isn't it? It's his whole image now that he's just going to be an absolute bellend to try and whip up.
Yeah, so you're thinking it's a publicity thing.
Yeah,
obviously,
it
you're talking about it again. I told you stop going on Twitter.
It's always him.
Because I didn't even know you said this.
It's always him, but he's one of those people that I think if you had a debate with him, he would
lose.
Argument back.
He would lose.
His debating style seems to be, unless I respect you, then I'm just going to try and shout over you and just shouting points. They had the knife crime one the other day, and the guy was making a really eloquent, well-made point, saying, "No, I agree we should have stop and search, but target stop and search." So you're saying that there isn't an issue with black on black crime? That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is we never hear about. I think he brought up crime statistics in Lincoln are worse than they are in Linden per capita. But that's just says that point, and then it's just on the next one. So you're saying there's not an issue? You're saying it's not happening? Is that what you're saying? No, you're just shouting at me. You're not making any points at all.
I just think he would lose. You could try and argue, but he's one of those people. He hasn't got a point. He just needs to mind his own business. I'm done with him. I'm done with anybody just
like
interfering in other people's shit. Just let people live.
It just looks like
That's the moral of the show. Just let people live.
It just looks like a melted candle. It just like, you know, Christmas time's coming up. Do you know the big candles left near the fire and you've had a fire one all day?
Isn't that more Farage?
They're all at the same.
He looks like a
But then there's that
candle.
thing, isn't it? Like, all people that seem to have that kind of...
Trump, he looks like
that bit about them. Like someone put...
Kate Hopkins, she looks like...
like Gabrielle Union's older than Katie Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Katie Hopkins looks like a Punch and Judy doll.
Yeah, she looks
Like,
rough.
what's that about?
She was like, she was dragged up.
I think it was Roald Dahl, the kids author, said in one of his books, if people have hate in their heart and that kind of thing, that it will gradually grow onto their face and they'll look like that. I genuinely think that's true. Look at Donald Trump. He looks like a dog. You look at Katie Hopkins.
Because they've spent
she
their
looks like Punch
lives
and Judy
angry
doll.
as well,
Yeah,
and shouting
angry,
at people,
yeah.
so it's loosened the skin around here.
Then what's ridiculous? Like people like Donald Trump, Nigel Farage, all that. What have they got angry to be about? What have they got to be angry about? They've got everything. They don't need anything.
Have they got everything? Have you seen Donald Trump? You know he's got a little penis. He hasn't got everything. You may have money, but he's had to pay for every piece of pussy he's ever had. So it's one of those that you wait up.
I know the greatest hookers.
Wait.
I know the greatest hookers.
Weigh it up.
Oh my god! Did you see him the other day? We always talk about him, but it's just ridiculous.
One now?
When he was
the forest fires with the raking. The raking.
And we're here in Pleasance, greatest Pleasance, and the guy's like, Paradise. Paradise, great place.
No,
what do you think about climate change? I just want a great climate.
No, it's when he was talking about the raking. We have to rake because in Finland they rake. They rake the forest.
In Finland they rake this.
Has nothing to do with their climate or that it rains all the
The guy
time.
from Finland was like, I never said that. At no point did I ever say that. I've never said that at any point.
But his base, lap it up. Raking a forest.
Stop it. No forest fires.
Raking.
Finished. Question like,
Who's raking the forest?
what's going on? We've got forest fires. Dave, did you do the raking? Like, Dave's there like, oh.
Is it Tuesday?
Oh, Dave! Oh. Fine.
I think somebody is feeding him bullshit. And then when he comes up, he goes, like, Steve, you told me. Like, nope, never did.
And the guy's like, I'm John. Steve next to
Exactly.
But then they're just
Steve
playing that
giggling
joke.
up.
But then they're playing that joke. Every day they just tell him a different name. Steve is it? John. Okay, Steve. All right, Steve. Okay, Steve. Write me a better speech, Steve.
I believe it's now.
Oh,
He can't be normal. If he is normal, then he's the most evil person ever. Just crazy evil, like movie
But
evil.
then he's just surrounded by idiots.
He's surrounded by yes men because he's got money.
It's just frightening.
So he's come off and he goes, "What do you think about that speech?" And like, "Yeah, it's very good."
They're watching it like, oh, God.
That's right. Don't tell him it's bad. He'll fire you.
But then but even now, isn't it? What is it? Ivanka Trump has literally done a whole Hillary email.
The email thing, yeah. The
done the
personal
exact same thing, and that's just, well, I didn't realise I was doing that.
It's all
You
a
just
joke,
have to
man.
laugh-
It's
you
all
just have to
pantomime.
laugh now.
Like with the House of Parliament, all this stuff. It's just hilarious. Like when the way they were stood there, and when he called the guy over for the handshake, and he would, yeah.
he does the handshake thing. He's like, what are you doing? He just read one bit like, it's dirty dummies. Dirty dummies with the handshake.
We're gonna do great things.
The greatest things you've ever seen. Greatest. What are you going to do? Great things. What though? Just great.
Just great. It's to be great.
And everyone's there like, yeah! Great stuff, great stuff.
With the MAGA hat on.
Kanye's backtracking now as well, isn't he? Sort of. He's not going to talk about politics
Kanye is doing everything he can to get back into heaven. He just donated How much money did he just donate?
I don't think it's even that. I think he's just
He was like,
realised-
here, take my shit.
No, he's realised that no one's been buying his new trainers. No one's been buying his new Yeezys. He's like, I need to stop talking to that guy.
He's trying to get back in with me.
Yeah. There's an island, the tropical island.
Yeah.
Sentinel Island or something. It's Sentinelese people. And it's undisturbed, no one's been there. After the tsunami in 2005, I think they tried to fly a helicopter over this island because they wanted to see if everyone was okay. Geezers ran out with bows and arrows and tried to shoot
They
the
thought it was
helicopter out the sky.
Independence Day.
Shoot the helicopter out the sky. So everything says to you about this island, leave it alone. Don't go there. Just leave them be. What are you doing? Just leave them alone. Religion. White people.
It's not religion, it's white people. White people continuously doing things that are dangerous.
Catherine! Catherine, I'm going on another adventure holiday. I'm going to go on a... Where are you going, honey?
Back.
Where are you going, honey bun? Where are you going this year? Well, I've done the old tribesmen in the Amazon. I've been there, gave them all the cold. I think they've been wiped out. Now I'm going to go to an Indian Ocean tropical island where no one's been. Do you know why no one's been, Catherine? No, honey, no one's been. Because they'll try and kill you when you get there. But I think I've got it.
I'll be fine.
I'll be fine. Non-threatening when I arrive. Preach to him about
He came,
Jesus.
He came with his hands like, hello. Straight up. Trying to run back, calling the boat guy.
So the story is he tried to go there before. He'd been on some neighbouring islands that people obviously live on, that are allowed to live there. And then he paid fishermen to smuggle him there. Can you imagine like these fishermen? What guy? We got another one. I'm just wondering if you're going to get me to that island over there. They probably just started laughing.
Yeah.
Talking in their language, like how much could we take this guy for?
And they didn't even drop him off. They're like, you gotta swim the rest of the way.
Yeah, because they know
We ain't going
on that island. We ain't not going on that island. Leave that island. Just leave it alone. Leave it the fuck alone.
Yeah.
It's none of your business. Why do you want to go? What do you want to see?
Why? I need to ask. Usually white men. Why are you so curious? Like, why do you need to know? Like, I have no interest in finding out what's on that island.
Like, can you imagine this island? That there's been a massive fucking tsunami, and that someone thinks it's fair enough. Actually, they want to, and I think any helicopter or anything that's tried to fly over there, they've tried to shoot out the sky with bows and arrows.
Yeah, but
That says to you that ain't welcoming.
Even
that,
if,
they ain't going to welcome you.
no,
open
but
arms.
even if that wasn't the case, that they weren't welcoming me, even if they were, why do you want to go there?
But then, why do you still want to go there? You know all of this.
Yeah, but
This is my point.
It's
It's
like,
pay fishermen to smuggle you to an
Smuggle you
island.
there.
This isn't North Korea. What are you going to see there? Nothing.
that's my point.
His last moments, people throwing rocks and firing bows and arrows at him.
Yeah.
Or it's the most convoluted
they probably-
and long way to commit suicide.
They probably ate him
ever.
as well.
No, apparently they're going to try and recover the body.
I don't fuck.
Can you imagine that?
That is, they're gonna have to go
that?
through some doo-doo to
Because
find his body.
all the family like, we need to go get his body back. Like, I'm like, nope.
Other white guys are going. I guarantee ain't gonna be a black man among them. It's like, no. I'll fly. You can climb out from here.
Oh, on the island over there, so no one's been. Okay, yeah. There's a reason.
I don't know. You know, how they discover animals and stuff like that. There ain't no black person alive that ever discovered shit. The name for, I found this out the other day, in Australia, for is it black mamba? Or whatever most poisonous snake they've got there.
Everything in Australia
Aborigines named the snake Take the Long Way Round. They didn't even look close enough to give it a description. It's like, just it's called Take the Long Way Round.
But then
in their language.
on that, they've probably seen someone's like poked it with a stick and then it's bitten and then they've gone, ugh, and they've died. They've gone, I'll leave that the fuck alone. Other people like this. Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin.
Snake wranglers and stuff. Oh,
Steve Irwin.
Nearly got me.
Steve Irwin. Oh my God, what a tragedy. Steve Irwin's been killed by a stingray. No. You got to be pissing that stingray off for it to barb you in the chest.
heart.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh my God, it's so It's not surprising that man's been killed by an animal.
This guy was
It's not
playing with
surprising that man's-
crocodiles and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
What are you doing?
I don't even like
Steve
going.
Irwin's dead. Everyone's like, oh my God. I was like, no,
I
no
don't
surprise
even like
there.
going to the zoo. Right? I went to the zoo one time, and we went into the gorilla enclosure, and we're looking at the gorilla, and the gorilla had its back to me. It's a big fucking thing.
Yeah.
and it just turned around and looked me dead in the eye.
And you're like,
And I was like, kids, because that thing is going through the glass. I don't care. It was massive. And I was like, I don't even play then. So you think I'm doing that in the wild? You mad?